Hey guys, this is Alan with the Grilling Network. Welcome. Today we got something special lined up for you, and that's a product review. Noah with the Pit Barrel Cooker was graciously kind enough to send me a unit to demo, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Like my friend Greg with Ballistic Barbecue, I'm frequently asked my opinion on what smoker that I'd recommend, and one of my first questions to them is, what are you willing to spend? With that said, you know, the prices are limitless as far as the smokers you can get, but this Pit Barrel Cooker right here, you can get one of these for a couple $100, and they promise to be the product as good as the smokers behind me. So let's go ahead and do a breakdown of the components, and we'll see what this thing is built of. The cool thing that I like about this cooker is the ease of use. It's quite small, very portable. This thing weighs approximately 35 pounds. It's got a stand that you place your cooker on top of, so it elevates it off the ground. It's got a cool design where it's got these little horseshoe throughout the cooker. So I'm going to place this on the ground. The cooker itself is quite simple. It's a 35-gallon drum. It's different from the typical drums that you see out there that are 50 gallons or more, and they're quite complex, or can be. Noah has made this quite simple, no fuss, no muss. He's done all the science behind it, and if you follow his instructions on how to set this up, you can't go wrong. So this is pretty much like a set it and forget it type of cooker. The components of this cooker consist of, one, a charcoal basket. The cool things that I like about this basket is the thought that Noah took into designing it, and the lip on the bottom of this allows the basket to be lifted or elevated off the bottom of this cooker, so it allows for better airflow and circulation. The other thing is the size of this basket. The recommendation is that you use charcoal briquettes and you level it off. This basket holds approximately 140 briquettes. Let's go and place this inside. Noah from Pit Barrel Cooker recommends that you use Kingsford Blue Original charcoal briquettes. Yes, there are others out there. Myself, I've also used lump charcoal, but using like the competition charcoal or lump, the consistency is that it burns a lot hotter, and the intent behind this cooker is simple, easy cooking, so that you just set it and forget it. So if you follow the instructions by using Kingsford Blue, level it off, you're not going to go wrong with that. The other thing that this thing comes with is a grate that you can place inside. This is for meats that you typically can't hang, like chicken wings. It also comes with 2 steel rods that you insert like so. Typically, for this cooker, you hang your meat. So you're going to see that in my upcoming videos on cooking on this, and on how you cook hanging meats. But let's go ahead and get to the next processes. It also comes with 8 hooks that you place on your rods right here. And the cool thing that I like about this cooker is the thought, the little details that he did. It's this little tool right here, allows you to hook the hooks with meat on it and just easily lift off your meat and place it back on when you need to. All right, before we fire up the charcoal basket, let's go ahead and set up our bottom vent on our Pit Barrel cooker. Noah's done the calculations for you, and once you set them, you don't have to touch them again. So for sea level up to 2,000 feet, you want to adjust your vent cap to 1/4 way open, as I do have it here. So I live about 700 feet. If you're 2,000 to 5,000 feet, set it halfway, and if you're 5,000 to 8,000 feet, 3/4 way open. Again, once you set it, you don't need to set it again. Unlike my other offset smokers that I have, there are a lot of other variables that go into play with adjusting your dampers and your vents. So that's what I like about this. The other cool thing is you do not need to season this. Your first cook will season it, and That's all there is to it. So let's go ahead. Noah on his website has videos on how to light the pit barrel cooker using two methods, using a chimney starter and lighter fluid. For this cook, we're going to go ahead and use lighter fluid. I know a lot of people frown upon the use of lighter fluid. They say that it leaves a taste on their food, but that's probably because people aren't following the instructions. Again, I can't reiterate or say it enough. If you follow instructions, you can't go wrong. So let's go ahead. Make sure that you're on a level surface and that you're on something that's not going to catch on fire. So we're going to go ahead and pour the charcoal lighter fluid all over your briquettes. You want to make sure that you apply it liberally all over everywhere. And a good rule of thumb is probably about a couple fluid ounces. So let's go ahead and do that now. I know this seems like a lot, but you want to make sure that you cover everywhere. The idea behind this is you want to make sure that you get it so that that gets everywhere. We're going to go ahead and place this inside our cooker and go ahead and light it up. You don't want to let this set too long, then if you do that, it soaks in, it will give you that bad taste. But if you light this off immediately, you guarantee you won't get a bad taste in your mouth. Okay, what we're going to go ahead and do now is place the basket in the pit barrel. So I'm going to go ahead and use a lighter and ignite it. Most people are afraid that it's going to take off and blow up in their face, and it doesn't. There we go. The other thing we're going to do now is let this go for 15 minutes. At that time, it'll be ready to cook. So we'll check back in, 10 minutes just to show you what it looks like, and then back again at 15 minutes. The coals are starting to ash over. We're gonna let this go for another 5 minutes. All right, we've been going for about 15 minutes here. As you can see, they are ashen over, quite nice. It doesn't have to be completely ashed over. If you put your hand right over there, it is piping hot. So let's go ahead and place the rods in there and set on some hooks, and let's get cooking. All right, let's go ahead and place the rods inside. This is quite hot, so you want to make sure that you're using gloves to protect you from the heat. This cooker is now ready for prime time and for cooking your meat. You can go ahead and place the lid on top using the horseshoe handle. There we go. I have to say, this is one easy to use and set up cooker. Let's go ahead and start cooking. In the meantime, I want to thank you for stopping by and for watching this product review. And if you want to use a easy to use cooker that you can't go wrong with, I want to make sure that you stop by and check out Pit Barrel Cooker at www.pitbarrelcooker.com. Until next time, guys, this is Alan with the Grilling Network. We'll see you then.